na wa tapu eye menua eye osei ofori wofa atawa ha Grace wa ha Ajoba Charlotte mikrum nzimani kodie mediema Kofi enso ewa ha Ghana fo nyina menua no mabusia fo nyina ehweye mesre mo TikTok no so munya baso a mon tapu so amombo modiana mon share video no nko akiri the legal digest yene FB solicitors for a year Wednesdays 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. a year Saturdays from 12 to 1 p.m. mesre mo amombo hu dawru titru ye nuanam we United Kingdom titru ye nuanam Ghana for we community. It is not getting good at all. Things are not getting good at all. Inti Ghana fwe mesre mo a yen tapu na eja yen momodin ya lawyer ba wa wo request bia mefa big will mefa mu nyina lawyer nya edpimu a na eja ye de adwumadie no ahyase pa. Na make kai eye wo say FB solicitors de omo wo eye omechira kwan ye yira kwan omo ewo eye suite E and F eye the clockhouse ewo backing your postcode no eye IG11 8EQ IG11 8EQ sanso and your office number no eye 0208 0208 264 4800 abusia yen shenon so pa why jo yen shenon so lawyer Francis mobile number no 079 4677 2439 079 4677 2439. The nearest station is backing station, Timipacho, backing train station, Yen Shannon. So, lawyer, Mama Akwaba, apom to say.
Ya onia nyamiadum bibia dane kwanso me ba cha won so side no etisay
Lawyer, apom de me ho edene. Nanso nsem bi a every Ghana community e ba no lawyer. Ano ehye. Me tete say ene ikra de wo mo a Yema womo yes asi we sinkrata semi womo ye ya ware sisi kra de o ha ne afre o se ye pese interview ni wukunu wan hwe ne kra no a interview no kwa bonsi ye jejeje won krata ye akwada no a won ne oba no wo ye no kra no ne British citizen kra ye jeje free nkofo nsem nkofo osu papa lawyer. What is going on lawyer there na ekoso professor.
Yo, me da say Dr. Rain. In Chiaka say come out with TF4 ni for our platform. So Dr. Rain TV, Dr. Rain platform. And I'm here so me dear lawyer Francis. Yo, Dr. Rain, I am because nyoma ye titi ene the air cost no ya na ye as a film in terms of your community no. I don't know say what ya Germany ebisi honomo se amanfo ya na omode obidin akoto obi so nkola ne so na omanya grata German fo ache Ghana ni bi ni Nigeria ni bi Ghana ni no yese ne mabe 200
Ghana ni no
hwema ne maye 4 pe inti German fo ye nhwehwemu and Nigeria no so there is in the money be 200 and something.
Hey.
Mekasa that means omo pese omo kire say edin a edan kola ne so no in America.
Yes, lawyer said yes wo mad ya ko na say wo na wo ma wo. Enti nipa ba ko atimi a wo dia they will investigate and find out say true and na say true say one person.
Enti that is what is going on. Now Sabi UK abai no Onyan ka ne ho but nyoma ebubo ba no ebi na tem bia ye ba ye di tu edwa no. Ebi no because skilled worker no I started emu sensem oba. Aware mo ne na sefo no o ma start interview about that. And at the ass film crown says, a way warrior, or more per se or reporting nipa no, or partner no, and my home office a way warrior.
Okay.
And I dear about once a one car home office will to me so meet me refuse you.
Hey.
And to say, I'm not even decisions cry was a bantam no, sabe a delay.
And then I'm a backlog na ba hono ana.
Bibi sir. Because I must say, oh, my fear many or more shushan your mamu.
Lord, you tune to move way. Dear
Ana
pan.
bio monso no dia me pese me ma ye tiefo ni ahwefo eye aware about your community ni say and che bia na home office edibetu dwa say omo pese skilled worker no mo dey shifted from 5 years to 10 years and sana when you was sitting afibor which is the indefinite or settlement. Na nkomodidie mu kakra no me committee bia me joining me name rofu and then for and dear to say lawyers be near the other. Now, what they are saying is we should participate in the volunteering to help the needy. Otherwise, in other words, which is was here a charitable in Numa Ewokrumha. Because someone will say, "Ba Numa Nkwa ye pe edi disika." But when it comes to charitable organizations helping the needy, we don't do that. Me charity work 2 years Ranford Citizen Advice and 2 years Harlow Citizen Advice. To him 4 years.
Wow.
Sana medru baby a medri. Mr. Amo, abroche hano especially UK hano. Omanage saa de no mo. And no the share we see this one. A money look rich. Tiemfa way enye into your home. In terms of because them be I make say who person wotina UK ha nyoma bia and they see us morality we don't appreciate or we don't do it. We don't look at how our morals are. UK expecting morals or customs, how you behave. These are the things are more expected because on more culture, no, they expecting say you have to. So person we utna study them and be as part of them. Anyway, nyoma bebre kasi ye kan wa hwe na ye ntumi enwie de pese ye but a futuo kakra me pese me de ma ye nuanom ene saa de no ye ma ye ni na ho ye ma ye ni enna ho.
Lawyer, wait there. I better ask any and come out with your boy na. Maybe say any update. Update be wo.
Yo, me da say Dr. Rain, update wo ho ne your friend no say afei na eba. Because Home Secretary Shimon Mahmood be release nneɛma bi about asylum. Na we am from but meaning that definitely ever out. In terms of asylum seeking in UK here. Because they say no, the rate at which nneɛma esi kɔ no, ɔmo nam ɛpo so ne ɔmo ha nso seeking asylum no, ɔmo ahu sɛ ɛyɛ agye nsɛm. Nti ɛnkyɛ biara no, the Home Secretary no be issue statement. Say the type of asylum are mobile introduce no. But in commodity money in no, the TN say mobile be introduce Denmark for type of asylum. Denmark for type of asylum. Because Oma realizes Oma a bit of background research. And we say Denmark for type of asylum no, it may reduce the number of people mobile Denmark seeking asylum no. Memfa a bit of small reading bina yemfa mwaba mechichimu.
Sure.
See, Denmark's immigration and asylum system is characterized by a focus on temporary protection status, straighter family reunion rules, and integration conditions. Since 2015, Denmark has implemented policies designed to deter asylum claims and encourage the temporary stay of recognized refugees. These include issuing short-term residence permit for refugees, requiring those refused asylum to live in departure centers to incentivize voluntary return, and delaying family reunification rights for central refugees. The country also maintains border checks within the Schengen zone since 2015. Deɛ maka ne nyinaa no ne tiawaa ne ne twi mu kyerɛ sɛ Denmarkfoɔ no introduce the some asylum type bi a wosiki a wɔma wo temporary protection status. It doesn't mean sɛ woba abɛtena kurom hɔ. The word temporary no sɛ biribi nti yɛbɔ wo ho ban. But saa deɛ no ɛte kɔ na biribi asomdwoe ba a yɛbɛma woafiri kurom hɔ.
Asa akɔ baabi a wofiri baeɛ.
Wofiri baeɛ no. Nti ɛno no sɛ no yɛmma wo akwan gya sɛ yɛama wo temporary nti kɔ ne kɔtena baabi. Daabi. Ɔmo saa pɛ baabi a wobɛtena hɔ saa baabi korɔ no sɛ baabi a woka sɛ wogyina so de asiki asylum no sɛ hɔ dwo a sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a wɔbɛtumi afa wo ntɛntɛm de wakɔ. Nti saa style a meka ho asɛm ɛno na Denmarkfoɔ use wɔ ɔmo kuro no mu a wohwɛ mu a yɛsɛ since 2015 na ɔmo atumi control asylum seekers wɔ kurom hɔ. Ɛna sɛ asylum seeker no wopɛ sɛ wode wo family ne n'asefoɔ a ɛno nso wɔ akwangya bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo yɛ a woba a ɔmo nso bɛkampo. Nti sɛ kuro ne dwo a na efiri camping no yɛtumi apagya wo de wakɔ back. Yo, nti yɛnhwɛ further information no ɔse.
Yo, lawyer, pause one me with further information no na menka ya hwefo mo hwe wo TikTok say mesrem a mombo lab no so na yentimi emma program no enrichi nipa dodo pa why mesrem a yembo lab no so na yentimi emma program no enkwa akire sanso na share the video. This is a very educative legal digest ye chire yenu mo UK mesrewa appear mesrew. This is not a program for you. Don't comment, don't write anything, please. Yes, sir, may block you. Now, lawyer, open a year, ye chira kwan ye FB solicitors, ye chira kwan ye wo a year suite E and F, a year the clock house, ye were the 3rd floor. Now, ye were backing. Your postcode no a IG118EQ, IG118EQ. Your telephone numbers are 0208 264 4800. Your office telephone number is Supreme 0208 264 4800. Your mobile line no 079 4677 2439. Lawyer Francis mobile line no Mrs. Subim 079 4677 2439. Maminchia a year ahwefo mo hwe ye Rural Robson Coxon e wo Birmingham. Sanso na ohene e Gemfi enso michia mo no so e wo Birmingham. Ense Birmingham fo etai ehwe yen pa ichia Birmingham fo nyina ai uhia eni eye emremu ensem efa eye family law efa eye immigration ananso efa se o hana eja waba mo de na wenye sike bu beso to asase so a lawyer will help you e wo sa akwanya no so na wanko di eye obi a wonim no wanko di usika ye bre yi obre no enafom and it is a wunye sika bi na apeso oto asase nso wo Ghana, lawyer can also help you. Lawyer pacho mano enkomai.
Another, according to Denmark's style of immigration, they say Denmark's approach to migration and integration policy has been successful in reducing the number of asylum applications to historically low levels, with a significant drop in 2024. The Danish government has approved a historically low number of asylum applications, which has impressed UK officials. The Danish system centers on temporary protection, straighter asylum tests, integration milestones, and active return policies. Wei na meka Danish for omode nneɛma hyehyɛ anaasɛ ɔmode nneɛma toto akwan mu no, ɔmatumi ama immigration anaasɛ asylum seekers no atumi akɔ fam. Because of that, 2024 they recorded the lowest asylum seekers in their country. And because of that, the UK for officials agye to say, system no we use here no, good. Now, asana asylum omobejiwa tum no, ya jiwu tum temporary protection. No mama why strictly asylum test. No masha integration milestone time frame obetimi atena kroma. And no return policies are no na aboa wo mo no. Nti saa return policies no atumi make sure say you name the number of people a omaba ha omabesiki asylum. Ebi are successful, ebi are successful. Yeah, successful, no yama omo 3 years. Yama omo 3 years no se nneoma sesa ye be catch am se munkom krom.
Eti yenyu a case study bi te Sudan. Basabasa yesi wo. Eti ufri Sudan na aba krom ha yebetimi agyew. Na emom no se ntokwa no twa na economy ni bounce back na yasa ma se call back to krom.
Yes. Saa na Danish for system na aye.
Eti eno na UK for no so ekofa aba.
I see the UK is considering adopting elements such as longer qualifying period before permanent settlement, greater use of temporary protection status, and tighter criteria for refugee family unification. These changes may affect wider immigration categories, integration expectations, and employers who depend on clear and stable immigration pathways to meet workforce needs. The UK's plan to model its immigration and asylum system on Denmark's approach and to reduce incentives for migrants to come to the UK and make it easier to remove those without legal permission to remain. The updated system is expected to take a more restrictive route, reflecting lessons drawn from Denmark without full replicating its approach. Into UK decided say yebeko for Denmark style of asylum system no. Into on that note, among we say, and even say answer now benya settlement, no under the different route, which is a skilled work, they make sure say why a new maybe to meet that requirement. In the UK for say they will go by say usiki asylum now when saka, they will give you a temporary protection status. In order for them to, after say, okay, Sudan, say, Hojua, na economy near ya, ometumi and the wo ako a back. And then say they will make a tighter criteria for refugee family reunification. So, na besiki, na echi ope so di wabushi akanwa. No, so no, ombesi se mrepi ebe to me, but ebe tighter, ebe ding. Saa na ọmụ pese ọmụ chere. Nti saa changes na ọmụ pese ọmụ di be nyina no they feel say nneọma hyehyɛ yie a ɛbɛyɛ te sɛ Danish for deɛ ni bia ọmụ atumi akontroli asylum seekers.
Wow. Joe. Lawyer, say any way we dia mamenkai eye yahwefo a omo ehwe ye say ne eye lawyer Francis and etwetwen komo. Lawyer Francis every eye FB solicitors. Friday, Wednesdays eye program 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays from 12 to 1 p.m. Ope ye chira kwan aye wo backing na ye address no suite ENF the clock house. Ye wo third floor. Na your postcode near I118EQ. Samsung your telephone numbers near 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis mobile line no 079 4677 2439. Abusia mesel say oba abomodia or question be now person obusa lawyer or request it. May accept you na wabusa wo question na lawyer eyiwa no. Afenso ma mem kan say lawyer o friend no a working hours you book for appointment. Now lawyer attend to you because lawyer is dealing with a lot of customers or share aboa wo. It will enable for us to know so why it's serious no. Once you book an appointment, the lawyer can attend to your case. Yen the road to a British citizenship no. Enough from sir dodo no ano enough from. But when you get a lawyer, things become much easier because wako hu school ne hu nimdie ana wako sua ana ode ba beboa. One of the things in this country is to say if you don't look for the service of a friend is saying one pay the service of a lawyer, who do ask them kokota? Look, even though they say the rules of engagement is fair, master fair. What you say, people can attest to it. That is why I recommend a FB solicitors edema. And a common a continuation, we part 2 of where we left a year Wednesday. Now you share a year the legal recognition and a year procedure of a year partnership, and now marriage, divorce, and civil partnership dissolution in the United Kingdom. What is marriage? Any a year the civil partnership in the UK. Lawyer church the modernia. Now baby I do know a year what is marriage in a foreign embassy in the UK. Yebeko lawyer or na yatwa yem common so but answer yebeko lawyer. Na no nkomo eminim se obebo no tofa kakra bi amaya na yatoa ene de no so.
Mom, you hear one can walk about tougher now, but at least my main kakra and come. UK our no strong. Because omo believe say oba ne bema ne bema oba ne oba. Ni nyina omo tintim emra ewo ho. Inti eba ne sa no mo pa kire. But yeah, share most of your viewers near your community, no, especially Ghanaian community, no. Your warrior no mono, near with 3 types of marriages, which is the marriage ordinance, the Ghanaian customary marriage, and the Mohammedan marriages. Or share marriage ordinance now, and no any UK DNA yepe, but the difference a woman is yeah, no, oba ne bema.
Yeah, the name bema ne bema.
There be.
It is a when you bema ho won't me worry organa ba wo krom ha de a ubetimi de gina so akese wo de no de se bi ubetimi aware bema but Ghana de empene so.
Yeah, Kroma and only under the civil partnership, no. Because civil partnership no ma akwanja oba ne ba bema ne bema. But when it comes to the Marriage Act, I say oba ne bema. I hope the difference near clear.
Pa muda. Ne just say Ghana ye chiwade no enye UK for chiwade.
Yes. Thank God say what clarify that thing no. Because comparison, they do baby that is how we work out. Back to Ghana there no. Into marriage ordinance, I was say oba ne bema. But UK had They believe in monogamous marriage, which is Oba ne Bema. And now say Bema ne Bema, now say Oba ne Oba. And when it happens that way, Imrano Makwan were UK for you to enter into such marriages. But Ghana, there no under the marriage ordinance, no, it doesn't allow you. It has to be a man and a woman. The second type of marriage in Ghana, no, a Ghanaian customary marriage, which is a nona, you're very, very careful about the interpretation of it. A busua mienu a omo ware ama womo this year. Because who debate about the and sana abedu this stage.
Yeah.
Inti oba na busua, bema na busua, ombetimi agina amanemu aye aware na mamu.
Okay.
But in order to be authentic, to be used outside overseas, and I say to be used overseas, no, and no, and I was so register no.
Okay. So in this case, so we were UK I say, na or your traditional marriage. Na sebio.
So I na me pay that term no.
Okay.
I me pen say your customary marriage,
Okay. Thank you for the correction. So sweet.
That's all right.
It is a obiya customary marriage. UK krum ha. Na se enkrata enka ho a. Ese UK mranim ni de enya aware o ana.
No.
Okay. Because
it's two things. Either obey UK mra and not obey Ghana mra.
Okay. There's a customary marriage na ye no abeti so bi so maware akosua maware kwabena me kwabena ware yakohu yebusuafo ye de nsan akọ nanso ye ti UK krom ha ane ye hia UK kro no de wo mani su no de sa ware na enya ware
there be.
Wow.
Unless wo de akọ aban mu ama mo de asend krata so amount. Na san krata no be as evidence to use it in UK. Because this you must say that na me church aware because problems e benya ni sa ade no.
Lawyer ti yemfa ne se obi wo Northern Ireland in krata. Ebia enche ebe waka be 2 weeks ebewu. Okoware a ne yire no even so baba ono person ware no e won krata wo kroma or indefinite. Be man ne oba ne betimi aware e wo emra so wo kroma.
The tiani say be man in krata be no kuta.
Ofri Northern Ireland and home krata no krasa a year 2.5 ni bi.
That is good. Obey to me aye aware e wo krom ha under the Marriage Act no.
Na sa aware no ye wi obetimi de gina so extension of the visa.
Yes. And first question maybe say then onya ne 2.5 no.
No onye free eye oba wo kofa ne free Northern of free Ghana or the call Northern Ireland.
In this case no. So ba na ya ware no de ba gina asa 2.5 na we say we jai sa ware no not enter into another one because of the UK Imrana, they don't allow polygamous marriage,
Okay. So.
Yes. Because Kenya, you centered in UK.
Yes, UK.
And nothing I make share nama corrected that mistakes now.
As a free record here, you need traditional marriage, a customary marriage. I've learned something today. Intimacy, so you also learn it. You see, I'm friend of traditional marriage, a customary marriage. You lawyer, but you to us.
Yeah, into Ushema, this is how UK recognize it. Our year, why year. Into sa customary one, why you Ghana, manim ko abaimu. No more recorded, no more mouth and crata fan come. Say provided say would be too kind. anaasɛ daakye asɛm nti. Ti aban mu no betumi adi adanseɛ sɛ ampa woyɛ wo customary one no woba hɔ me yɛtintimi agye to mu.
Okay.
Nti in this case, sɛ wopɛ sɛ wode tu kwan a UK mmara no under the Family Act no, I think sɛ section 46 na ma kwan sɛ aware a ɛfiri amanɔne ɛba a ɛdi mmara so wɔ saa kuro no mu no, mode ba yɛ kurom a yɛn nso yɛgye tum.
Okay.
Ɛna case bi koraa nso case study nso ka ho a yɛfrɛ no CB Brazil a ɛno nso no aka ho a ama no the prosy marriage no a support no.
Okay.
Nti that tells you say ya warrior na me bobo 3 types no. So okoye ɛwɔ Ghana now follow the right procedure. What the be bibia wɔ UK ha by the case of CB Brazil no any Family Act no was say wo mo gitum. Nti sa obega what the application under the immigration now almost sure say what follow the right procedure in Ghana. Now omo how omo de check it. Mr. Mu yenye very careful about say British for the omo ntimi nko check it wo Ghana. Yenye sa perception in free to do.
Lawyer omo ntimi nko check it.
Pa. Omo department no document section a omo ye wo documents bi a wo de baby no omo ye verification of it. Say a fake no more refuse so no more dey ashamed.
Nti wo adwene o so me di be 10 years wo mu ni hwe mfa me ho wo mu ni me no.
The very big mistake your community no ebi mu ye. Man dream say you can buy two documents actually.
Okay.
Manya encounters bebrea nipa no anka no kre na ewom na ankyere me. Say na refusing applications bi wa anka. Then a home office ko ibae.
Hey.
And my friend no bisa ne say anya bia ye refuse your application. Oh no ya David and I'm so yeah sure kaka utrim. And a man the references yes no. Oh, me koya visited visa being a refugee and I'm saying oh. Inti Mr. Ramo tembia ya ka uko hu lawyer ka de wo mu bia kire no ye refuse o sane be ya ye be hu kwan a ye de be fa so ena omo no it doesn't mean say ye refuse wa obviously ye be say refuse there be that would you can no lawyer wo because my year instance of applications be a refuse or open but I rectify to let the Home Office be aware. Because I say so when introduce you appendix suitability no a be affected. And I would try and bet me a bundle for 10 years because one kind of crazy if it be deception. What did draw? And according to them, no, it used to be part 9 of the immigration rules, which is now the appendix suitability, no. And a mandatory refusal, deception, fraud, deception, forgery, all these things.
Hey.
Yeah. Timisramo, uko hu lawyer, no kre woman, no, would you catch a lawyer, you refuse to be pay? Okay, mate, or a copy of the decision. My main share. Na me who can ya me de befaso and sana ma come to the actual application.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, lawyer, ebusia for mesrem a mon tap so na mon share video no wo question a emremu nsem kwan abefa so a lawyer beboa no enya wo British citizenship. anaa ɔbɛboa ama wo nkrataa no a ɛreba abɛwu no watumi anya extension. Anaa woni nkrataa kwan bɛn so na lawyer bɛtumi abɔ mmɔden aboa advice guide bɛn no bɛtumi aboa ɔde ama wo. Ne nyinaa no wohia FB solicitors. Yɛkyerɛ kwan yɛwɔ suite E and F ɛyɛ the clock house. Yɛwɔ third floor a ɛyɛ backing. Your postcode near IG 118EQ. IG 118EQ. Sanso ana your telephone line, office line here 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis mobile line no 079 46 77 2439. Your nearest station is backing train station. And your commodity twaso every the legal recognition and procedure of partnership, marriage, divorce, and civil partnership dissolution in the United Kingdom. Ye shall see part 1. Oko Dr. Ren TV part 1 no. We a part 2. Now Ibisa lawyer said, lawyer, what is marriage in the foreign embassy in the UK?
Your marriage in a foreign embassy in the
UK.
UK. What they are UK abai ehwe is bibi a we bia no omatintim emra wo honoma e wo se wodi so. Nti when it comes to emra tintim na so one follow the rightful procedure yeah na they believe sebe waware no endimu.
Okay.
Na yewo enyoma bebra omohwe ene nasefo in terms of UK government no o kase meye maware no wa meye maware no wa meye maware no wa because yewo even see marriages ni nasefo nya se utimi kware wo poso utimi kware wo baby bebre kwa. But you say they look at it and say ampendiampa say eye ade a wo ye no efa mra kwan so ana say emfa emra kwan so.
Okay.
Indeed, these are the things emra no omu use emra no to cover all these things in such a way say yes is all koware wo ebia overseas say authorities over there no omajiatum.
Okay.
One. Inti so authorities over there no ejitum no make sure say we follow the rightful procedure. E was somebody omunkrata eden eka ho. Inti all these things no eye emra ama UK and also no aji ato omumre nu. Sene beya enkoba se watumra and I say one follow the rightful procedure. Indeed, when it comes to say, oh yeah, warrior, first thing is baby, we are warrior. No, they look at it.
Okay.
They look at it. Pa, yeah, sure, yeah, warrior baby, you free fee any other day. I now sorry, obeko registrar, and I'm a boy.
Yes.
Into all these things, they're expecting you to say, me no sorry, me no registrar, and then I say for. Indeed, these are the things Home Office and making sure say you follow the rightful procedure in terms of marriages. Because possibly they look at it, say, did you do the right thing? Did you follow the right procedure? Everybody say overseas, did you follow the overseas marriage procedure? It makes them to define, say, actually, was it the rightful way of conducting your marriages? And all these things make them know, say, no, say, we wa warrior no, now one follow the rightful procedure, they have the right to say, sir, waware no endimu. Until let's come to a question: is a marriage in a foreign embassy in the UK?
Yeah.
A foreign embassy, high commission, consulate, or other diplomatic premises in the UK is not regarded as being outside the UK because in the case of Radwan versus Radwan, 1972, citation, ALLER 967, I say it was found that a diplomatic premises forms part of a state in which it is situated.
Enti efa obi a wotie ye oba kroma no akwa akware no okoware no okoware wo Ghana High Commission. And so the premises of Ghana High Commission is to say a Ghana ware no ware.
Yes.
Na ye UK ware, even though a year Ghana High Commission in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, but the thing is, what's the Ghana High Commission?
I see a year Belgrave, UK.
That is the thing.
And then I said the premises no one you consider and say your mind Ghana.
Yes.
Outside the premises, UK, but inside the premises, Ghana.
Yeah. Let's see. Under the Marriage Act 1994, no say it is only possible for an embassy to be listed as an approved building for a civil marriage in the UK if the premises are regularly available to the public for use for the solemnization of marriages or the formation of civil partnership, and public access to any proceedings in approved premises must be permitted without charge. Once a do chroma no more, there were a sorry 9 minute 9 beer, ube to me, ayawari.
Yeah.
And I know I was a home office, edgy, and I said, Abino, edgy tomb.
Okay.
Tabani engine to now koye woha. There seems to be say engine to. The ones that make us say baby are we are warrior near the other no. Even Ghana crown either a sorry and now say registrar.
Yeah. I see. Hey, lawyer. Anything considering the premises of Ghana High Commission, embassy, or whatever. Ghana.
Yes. That is what they are saying.
Wow.
Sure. Asemsia now we Ghana, we are British in here. No bet me adwane akọ British High Commission. Akọbọ nwa adwa wo ho. Yenhwe a case BSC. And I don't think that I think that is still going on. What is Wikipedia owner?
Yeah.
Once a UK akọbọ nwa adwa wo one of the Ecuador for embassy.
Yeah.
Oma fani say owo Ecuador kronum.
Yeah.
So muntimi enche no anasa muntimi enye ni bibi. Because of the immunity Ecuador for the war UK.
Okay.
Until say was step out, no. The funny say or Ecuador kronum.
Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with FB solicitors. Lawyer Francis is the person who is speaking to us. If you want anything in terms of family law, immigration, Lawyer Francis is your best solution from FB solicitors. You can reach them on telephone numbers. The office line is 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis mobile line is 079 079 4677 2439. So every Wednesdays and Saturdays, we come your way with the Legal Digest, where Lawyer Francis take a topic and he treats it. If you are here and you need his service, please kindly do so. I can vouch, as you know, I'm a broadcast journalist, a trained one in United Kingdom. Itime no me vouch manwa, demu yopo, mini na ye jumache. Lawyer, yanko, hear this question. What is bigamy, polyandry, and perjury or perjury? There we have been hearing since the days of since the demise of Daddy Lumba. Bigamy, team legal wives. And Odobroni, and it is not possible because if Lumba say worry or Dobroni there, then it means he said Daddy Lumba has caused something called bigamy. Tiene unam crying when you do a doom market, when you do a year friend is saying Dawson market, UK Kruma, a man mammy for bigamy, kwabana unim na kwa wari ubi wagana mecho bigamy, mecho debia. Lawyer, Mami funny the threatening member and say, wouldn't you walk Ghana no? Worry me, I may one crat time and I'm your legal wife, no. Team legal wife, Ghana now, worry, baby. Kwabana Kai who said, Ubisad and I make up, you and your mammy didn't free. And I'm now for Udin Shepherd. Yeah, bet you bigamy. Lawyer, bigamy a day. Any polyandry, nay, perjury, no, a day.
Yo, me da say, Osha UK Emra Numua. Bigamy is a serious offense to the law. And it's saying, say, wawari more than one partner. More than one partner. Wow. So when it comes to international kind of bigamous marriage, okay. But in other culture and in other country, they do accept it.
Okay.
Because once I make a Ghanaian customary marriage, it allows the man to marry more than one wife. As long as you can accept to maintain the ladies, the wives. The other time, once I make a chair, was other African countries, the women practice polyandrous. Emma man for ebe confirm.
Yes. So Congo and in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yes.
Into the Ushema bigamy a man has more than one wife or partner. And when it comes to polyandry, yes, a woman has more than one husband or partner.
And yes, I'm no. Anyway, my main case, I manage to say, yes, papa no. Hey, Baba Kuna Bejina, I remember Bakuma Kumi, hey, bay. But I did a course Nigeria, a course Congo, and some part of the African countries, any lawyer to us.
Yeah, and when it happens that way, yes, I didn't know the buy UK, they first what boomra perjury. And that is the reason why UK run or doesn't allow all this bigamy, polyandry marriages. My authorities who say no. Yes, system it does not allow us to do that.
Now, lawyer, obi to UK Krumha. Send your nano, me wofa, no wofa si. Obi to Krumha, or free UK, or worry wo Krumha, or worry ye, omudi and crata, or worry ye, o matina Krumha. This year, we free Krumha call a year Ghana. Or call Ghana no wakushia ababa wa fefefe. Yemfane so nidin or dobruni. One entity. Wakwa traditional marriage. Lawyer, ekoba ne saa nipa krono watomra. Because Ghana mrano so yejitum customary marriage.
The problem is, if I will share free, UK ha na say Ghana na will share free.
Me share free Ghana watomra.
Oh, share free Ghana evidences any edition.
Okay.
It was for oh yeah, Okowari Ghana no.
Customary marriage,
Cost yeah. Ebusiafo pe nanim, but aban mu no bi anim. One. Oh, Mr. Ramo, on say, yeah, Kenya no you do educate here.
It is an abiding him there and when you are real.
I Ebusiafo
Let's just say, lawyer, there's a gun on there, and then yeah, none of the papa no marry him, I'm in for free you. Because yeah,
Tio. I say, we Ghanaian customary marriage now. Abusua ye ma wie a wo pese eye authentic abaya aware fakọ emrem na ko register no.
It's lawyer no the be him.
Oh, ye wo municipal assemblies o mo register aware. Ye wo metropolitan assemblies o mo ya yi. And even district assemblies ebi mo authority to do that.
Okay.
Inti honi nya no I was say di kono mu tintim no mu keep record no more reference number.
And no kind of cap then no.
Cap 127 a marriage ordinance. Mr. Omen confuse you.
Okay. And then it's me too bigamy no.
Yes. And no bet me at you bigamy. Oh UK. Mr. Oh, you're careful.
Sir, it customary marriage ni there. So who proceed now they call AMA district assembly no, and it becomes law and then by a year Ghana no jitum.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But say yeah customary marriage say ebusia for mienu na no one proceed anko to a KMA and AMA and say district assembly anko gye ho abodini nkrata and no dey aban mere mu no enya aware.
Aban mere mu no omo hu bibi sa kanisa.
Okay, yes. Aban mere mu no embeto o manim se o mahu bibi se eya abena ne eya a friend is saying Kwame aware.
Yes. Sa na fa ye no.
Okay. Ana ebiem nso no se aware no eye customary no. Se wo ware na se wunya san krata ne dia ene dia aban anim no ye hunu bibi se aware bi sa ewo ho.
Yes.
Okay. In this case no nipa ni free UK no awokoye no a okoye customary marriage no a wo sa proceed court ko je ho nkrata no ye hwe no wo Ghana mre mu a eno no eya aware.
Yes, eya aware.
No eba ne sa oba no so aware no UK no no so wo ho nkrata no oba no betimi di asem no akọ court se ni kunu
efa court no dey call
or they call Ghana court.
Okay. Ghana court no dey call no ye be hwe Ghana mra no. Ye be hwe by man say abroche aware no ehun krata wo ho.
Okay. Then any effect on the Ghanaian law ana?
When it happens that way, you better share the edika year first.
Okay. Professor of law.
Hey. You better share the edika bar first. Because that is the reason why Ghana warrior no a woman and Makwan, the second one, which is a Ghanaian customary marriage, and Makwan ma worry be brave. Because UK has them no, because say UK running Makwan no, and no call UK warrior no. But Ghana Makwan manisa worry bill under the Ghanaian customary marriage by registering your marriage after the customary one. Man getting confused, Mr.
Let say ye can say dia oba no dia asem no call every UK call Ghana dia. Ghana mra no be hwe aware edikan.
Yes. Mr. Assembly or court and any Bible brand, your fancy wa.
And young Komu Bebre, Tina lawyer,
Aye.
me Janisano, because Mempesa, we a lawyer, the any and say contempt of a year court. Lawyer, yam free on Yambra, Assem Sebe. Team legal wife for near or Dobroni for not sending me a message. Said, Doctor, don't do that to lawyer. What are children of polygamous marriage? What are children of polygamous marriage?
Hono, ayana, hukakra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm sure you came round. Yeah, so because the government will policies be relating to polygamy, no.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of sections be under the Matrimonial Causes Act now. Eka and Kola, they consider them under the children of polygamous marriage, no. Until I say, Ushema paragraph 276 to 28 of the bills on the policy relating to polygamy and cater for application involving polygamy marriages. But in Kola Omuwomuno, asked to say Ube declare ama authorities be aware.
Okay.
And based on that, authorities look at it in such a way, say, Wawaria no, baby a free agiatum, and I say Wawaria no, because all kinds of we or UK is a totally different issue.
Okay.
Because already UK Mra no Bekacho said there be EM Peninsula. Say, Eddie say 1 man, 1 wife, 1 wife, one man. But
Hey.
Oko sir, children of under the polygamous marriage now. A year na UK Amrano expected the first child in the pay. Or the wife or the first wife of the first child, Unless in Kolano Ewo Krum Hadada, that's a different thing. Because there are so many issues when it comes to into the defeating of this, from day one, from these children from Emrana defeating, Yeah. But your trick be woma as a lawyer, you use you under immigration rules,
Okay.
Because I am funny, sir, Ghana, wako worry more than Oba or on ma. One in our but what ya bridge Ube say o man kola ne ba. Ube humia minim hawa medebeko.
All right.
A file phone kola no.
Sure. Yeah. Lawyer, share a year. How is divorce in the United Kingdom conducted?
I said more. But anyway, thank God, sir. I hope that be your last question.
There were 2-3 questions after this.
Okay. Divorce in the UK, Sabi, a create your particular session, a creative problem. And it's saying, since April 2022, and UK emra about divorce, SSI. I think that is 6th of April, yeah. The SSI and it's before that, now was a would share the entire wujai aware.
Okay.
Before 6th of April 2022, now was a would share the entire wujai in UK as an American.
Okay.
Yeah, but can say grounds of divorce. But after 6th of April 2022, the case of Owen versus Owen, you don't need to come out with a reason or grounds of divorce.
So you can go ahead and divorce?
Yes.
So one person
can...
divorce.
Yes.
Take us through it.
Into your joint divorce and individual divorce.
Which means that in the UK law, no, individual person can divorce a Yanawari
Yes.
without explaining the reason why person would Yanawari.
Yes. After 6th of April 2022, on the
Okay.
case of Owen versus Owen.
It's Owen versus Owen, no, in 2020.
2022, and it's a Samrano.
Emrano.
Yes.
Because of a case study of Owen versus Owen, no.
Yeah. Case law.
Case law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Until when it happens that way, either omumi enubetimi aye joint divorce no anase baako ebetumi aye, which is a sole applicant. Until omo file mostly you create an account with HMCTS in order for you to file your divorce to the court, which is a family court, divorce family court. Until you file it, at the moment, fee near 612 for the divorce. And our file it, they will write to the other party. Until you find say, Bema no na file divorce, omo betro obano. No, my culture is all responding through acknowledgement of services. Now, what they are problem na ebam?
One try.
Because I respond here, Mr. You
One respond, one acknowledge here.
That is the thing. One acknowledge here. There are so many ways of dealing with it. Recently, my eba could be Nipana acknowledge it.
Okay.
Until I have to, the court, we find out from the court, and the court says still the other party they acknowledge it. Rasuba Mike covers more than 6 months.
It is a court, it is a Nippon acknowledge and it's still a divorce, then to me, Maso. Then you cannot do a single divorce then.
No, Mami camera.
Okay.
Inti while responding, we will find out from the court. Now, court, like I said, still our more trying the other party. Now, na ko ask permission from the court to serve the other party.
Okay.
Because it gives you various options. Who person court ne serve the other party now say then initially we bet make a court ne serve no. But court ne serve anyway now on responding it gives who expect to say applicant now expect to say the other party by responding or responding no opportunity to go for another method of serving the party who has refused to do that.
Lawyer, they say because you call for your community for do no ebi mu free a krom ha Ghana. We all know say there are a lot of issues Bema ne worry oba no muti UK. Edumre bi Bema ne beso okobo na brabo oto na brabo so ewo Ghana enti omuvu free ha ekotena eye Ghana. Enti so oba ne pese oja no. Now in this instance no 7 a letter. Ebi ano muti fie back they share the same address. It is Obanica so court say and go 7 no court make us okay 7 on address no if you na no win that team to freeway. Yeah, it in this instance no say nipa na sa ko Ghana no now on acknowledge sa receipt no what do you do?
Okay. Normally court ne serve it gives you 14 days to either agree on the divorce or dispute the divorce. Inti sabaku no also once and also all acknowledge, after the 14 days, you have the right to go back to court, say, anye bia no maintaining BBM free course wa respond now on respond court ni beka say ampa on respond no one can say okay me say me make application say me serve no and now say me pe process server amana serve no process server no e ba question in sem
nipa no ko Ghana no okonya no wen lawyer
yo who can who case no
yeah me come in case because your community no lawyer this is what a does no your community nim ye wo papa fo bebre a o worry a o magai o moye no mo makwa akotena Ghana women want to move on bebre no apese o moye divorce in this instance no lawyer o mbeye dey papa no so a why no say ekonkon ho and our community no member no pesa lawyer I'm saying this because I told you be a community member no I some do many me no I some do many ehwe ha na ye dey hwe ha it will Ghana there but nenisa wo UK oba no awaware no ono nso a ompese obejai aba na ma oba no nso ejai na ho akọ ono nso okọ Ghana no nso a ono oba foforo okọ akọbobra and anytime bia na oba no be move so opese ojai no then the men don't respond and it's going on in our community pa Mr.
What pe lawyer wo Ghana any na delay am
Okay
because who you divorce now you share your domicile right of abode where you are living your domicile
the yet legal wife for no another word bigamy domiciliary there
hey Bama relocated to Ghana and it's so easy you find a lawyer in court to start the processing in Ghana and serve the man.
Wow.
Oh, there are so many ways to kill a cat.
Okay.
But the thing is, when I be kawasem near who kwanya. It is from initially what we catch him say Bema ni here or Ghana. Meka say jai hadieno, yenya Ghana dieno.
Prof, until now you're professor of law. No, then you can follow your senior and so you're professor. No.
Anything else you be who lawyer kawasem ni ye treno. No who kwanya ubeti mi.
Wow.
Inti abani sa ebeti mi withdraw hadieno. They are proceeding with Ghana by a Ghana lawyer to deal with it.
It back to Ahadiano. Yes, 7 no. 1 week, 2 weeks net trim, 14 days net trim. No, OJ now sa ko 7 no na so no so and also an responding so a. There na be.
No. And no ni power yes stubborn sa no. Wo no enko 7 no.
Okay.
Ya woni o ma bia wo se wo ye. Me wo ba me ho na me hu se nipa ne yes stubborn na. Meka cho say ye use process server.
Yes, a binding na monsini ne ba ko 7.
And only a bailiff enya no. Bailiff ho.
Eno ne court, eno no court dia na.
Court the bailiff.
Okay.
But process server ne nkofo ko bi o mate a se wo pese wo serve documents ma obi a o play difficult ono ba akoye ama wo.
Okay.
Ono only the question ni pan same straight ama na sign etwa picture plan the evidence account why the be court.
I know Emrano acknowledges uncle for
yes.
Process service.
Yeah. O you be the report account.
Okay.
To the American, me see me dealing that happy in the same way. Me fine process server na me man ko no koto no.
Yageni.
You know this thing is no man sign no try the picture.
Hey.
I know yeah the report. Yeah the court in say ya to monthly divorce ni so.
Ebusia ye ne MB solicitors for na etwetwe nkomo lawyer Francis na wotin nka no wo pay ye kira kwan a ye wo eye suite ENF eye the clock house ye wo barking ye postcode near IG 11 8EQ IG 11 8EQ ye office line is 0208 264 4800 0208 264 4800. Afei so pay Lawyer Francis mobile line wa. Lawyer Francis ene ono a ene ne nkofo e wo mo firm aye FB solicitors. Enti and so. Lawyer Francis number 079 46 77 2439. Enti ene wo hwehwe Lawyer Francis a oni babia apart from FB solicitors. Mamenka ensisu biem. Hwehwe Lawyer Francis a the firm din FB solicitors. Yen shenanso. Why Ghana for? Aye, minuano minimo. Lawyer, yen share what is presumption of death? Na we have 2 questions be. Na me dey jaw.
Yeah, mamenye processing. No,
Oh, sorry.
Na ye process server no yeah. Yes, course one. Court will issue obema wa apply for conditional service, a conditional order. Inti conditional order no before April 6, 2022, near friend no decree 9 side.
Okay.
But see a friend conditional order. Inti within 20 weeks, aban be pronounce or court ni be judge ni be pronounce to pronounce no amount 6 weeks after that, for final order. Anka final order no first na your friend decree absolute.
It is a decree absolute na final order no.
Yes. Into final order they say aware na gu.
Tin time.
Ane court a team ase.
We me wo Fabia owo a friend is in Las Vegas. Now one in a to New York and wo jai na yere no. Owie no koto Cadillac. Ana ode tuntra ball car no. And ode throw and free. Just got divorced. No new application is accepted. And we didn't New York come from ghetto to ghetto. Bronze when you did them and they are what on. It says a degree, a friend say decree absolute.
Decree absolute. And no says there into a kind of final order.
Did you say the final order? Those days not to funny per word I guess your decree absolute. It's a final order. And when you read let's just say tone time. Only oba na wie and only be man no ewie.
Yeah.
Jo. Lawyer. And the main come next question so. What is presumption of death? Your
presumption of death, I see under section 1 of the Presumption of Death Act 2013, or presumption of death, that's the Scotland Act 1977. Any marriage person who alleges that reasonable grounds exist for supposing that the other party to the marriage is dead may petition the court for a decree of presumption of death and dissolution of the marriage if either of the following, which is the petitioner, was domiciled in England and Wales, Scotland. Say UK run here, you see. Presumption of marriage,
death.
Presumption of death, sorry.
Ususu say nipa newu. Say ususu say nipa newu.
Emrani say bibi say sia bo court na mane.
Na court ni ngua ware no.
Yes.
And the lawyer only be come be can but one when I'll be a bit diabolical. It end me fan say me your ba na me be man na me yiri jam me won okọ ana be man okọ Ghana. Metumi akọ court aka say me susu say we wu.
Mr. You're very careful. Ukoka wa sema court, you swear allegiance and oath of secrecy and oath of and mem ko dintro can the womb. We turn here court in Becca for evidence of death certificate, bra.
Okay.
Inti uke bibia ye very, very careful to the court.
There's a wood drink of boat, Simon Cassambia.
There be.
Good.
Judge or cast obe how no, obe how. Obe 50 nyomum. You nya 50 nyomum now feel say when you evidence obe kase udintro.
Then the banner side be moved from civil to a criminal now.
Obe to me aye bibisa. Ne a punish you.
They are punishing. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, tis our devil's advocate, a wood trimua, send if a bar me trimua, Adjoa, Kwame, men conquer, Esenam, a men conquer, a fiba, men conquer. What you say? And then Obrapa, say what if the person can't be found? Lawyer Eddie can actually Timisrewa, and no code TV, we share part 2 of this a year interviewer, answer no, ewo. Yemren in me and call back, beam, Obra, Misrewa. Lawyer, yen share a year, what is void and voidable marriage in England and Wales?
Yo, oh sure. I hope that's the last question because I know my travel far.
Yeah, well, another last.
Yo,
Lawyer,
marriage in England.
Lawyer, warrior who some the adults. Bigamy fwe ni polyandry fwe ni machude diani.
Because you say this week here, they are warrior no. Not the next week here, yeah, say you betcha property. Ewa warrior mo. Sa warrior dining college ebema. Huh?
Any of Kwamina brana betie aha. Madam will be a friend of Kwamina or say Chalaze, me Japanewa. Kwamina.
Yo, yeah, sure voidable marriage in England and Wales. A void marriage is one that is deemed never to have existed. And in such cases, a nullity of marriage order does not alter the status of the parties, but is merely a declaration that they were never lawfully married. Yeah. This is not the same as a nullity of marriage order or a voidable marriage, which must be accepted as having existed until the date of the order. Your usha void and voidable marriage now. Void in say awariana nya masokra.
Okay.
And avoidable ne say a baso but bibinti egu. Indeed, that's the difference between void and voidable. Because normally court per sa word in you see.
Yeah.
The person na void in say, oh, your plan is here be worry, but our nya maso.
All right. Now, in this instance, you know, okay, and only for only England and Wales. I just said the Northern Ireland of one come.
There be.
Almost some Europe into somebody different.
Ane.
All right.
Also, here be a message baby I'm not now different.
But what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. But no lawyer. Yeah, funny say. And going back to my first question, be a bisa, but my main last question we need na me jail time kakranka because when you say maybe out my jail time 18 minutes. What is overseas divorce? When you say a church in kakrabat, yenko.
Yo, overseas divorce, you know, is similar to say overseas marriage.
Okay.
Because when it happens, say and I say it can be overseas divorce now. Just the same procedure country ne free subano. Used to go our no. The same thing follow the rightful procedure. Then what about UK ha?
Okay.
And in this case, you know, say I say the Recognition of Divorce and Legal Separation Act 1971 set out the criteria for the recognition of the UK of an overseas divorce, where it was obtained by means of judicial or other proceedings. valid in the court where it was obtained and either spouse was habitually resident in that country or a national of that country. The Family Law Act 1986 instituted new provisions for the recognition of overseas divorce, which took place on or after 4th of April 1988. An overseas divorce obtained by means of proceedings shall be recognized under Section 46(1) of the Family Law Act 1986 if it is valid in the country in which it was obtained and at the relevant date either party was one of the following: habitual resident or domicile in that country, or a national of that country. Mami Church Brofuna Makani. Yeka overseas divorce is similar to overseas marriage.
Okay.
Now, UK Family Law Act, which is 46, Section 46(1), it said, Krona free subano. So, Oma the rightful procedure. Krona jia to my momo divorce certificate now. Mudi ba UK ha, yensu yeji too.
Okay.
Because as long as who now go overseas divorce, either what Tihonomu and we are national of that country. These two criteria, no more. In their times, so do our house, lawyer, me pese me ma wari jaya no krum hanumo. Me pese me koye wo Ghana. Na mabusa na nye bia wote Ghana or say there be. Oh, we are Ghana ni. I'm a Ghana passport, and I'm saying, okay, that's fine, be.
Okay.
So all how medical share basic criteria and answer.
Okay.
Because why nyene sa what the buy UK that ya semunti ube yusu a litigate or UK why we are UK buying engine too.
So even if you're a dual citizen, you could jaya our reno Ghana.
Yes, ube to me. Because the two criteria is in a market no. Either you are habitually resident or domicile in that country, i.e. Ghana, or a national of that country.
Okay.
These are the two basic criteria. We say we are not the so person going overseas divorce.
You do not say the cost of divorce is expensive or UK. You can just divorce in Ghana.
Yes.
Now also now in this case, Nipano only ne worry with UK. Or call Ghana no oko hu say bi akwa worry will be full from. And it no sad divorce no. This time around, you don't need any explanation because of owing and owing. A year omo at the end about 2022 no. And you have now quite so wakobo edwamai.
Yeah. Which is the grounds of divorce, yeah.
This time around you can just go ahead.
Into him no yet to this no fault divorce.
Okay, so be I inform here, but me kwa koja worry.
Yes.
Because see me court I mean
There be.
but it no so the na senka me chirechire mu de ntia me pese me ja worry.
Yeah.
Na say to court na sumu a wapene so ama worry ja na ba.
Yeah.
So is it really when you look at the laws na nkasa no akwa say the law is being coined around the biblical principle where divorce is not accepted through the Roman Catholic approach. Say we will not support any divorce, but we want people to keep marrying and not for say anything for what God has put together. Let no man ascend that. Some inspiration be free.
That was the perception why marriage, marriage as an institution, Mr. Amo, when pastors ni reverend ministers assemble, but they do maybe law no epic no maybe from the biblical perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and then nowadays, things have changed because of development, advancement, and that. Because, so we share the case of Owen versus Owen now. Mami nti ho kakra nkyerɛw.
Yo.
Mami abrewa ne akɔkorɔwa bi na ɛwɔ hɔ.
Okay.
Ɔma worry for over 50 years or so. Dako baako sɔre ɔse wɔ me ho afono me worry bio.
Wait, I mean another any be out.
Nti sɛ wahu. Court ne hu sɛ when you reason I say we use you. Just I won't pay relationship na won't pay. Into one, so that brought about another way of divorce, which is the court have used at the moment. No fault divorce.
Okay. And so be on for me, but no one for me.
Yeah.
But that's sorry, I'm sure Owen anymore. I'm choosing Owen CCA there. And it has happened. Me and my grandmother, they've married for over 50 years. So just got divorced.
That gives, sir, Mummy and Numo, a joint divorce. How is that clear?
Oh, clear, because the same thing. My grandmother, she's a diplomat, nuclear diplomat. They've lived in this country for over 50 years. One day, my grandmother decided, say, "Don't worry,
yeah."
So Owen and Owen is any Okan. It's lawyer. Now, assembly and no namine baba wa bi din komo. Afa ekwanya yenu animal money be. I mean, I'm not saying say our women are saints or without fault, but this case is becoming too many. Where Ghana from ma ekofa yenu animal ba ekruma, and then later on they leave them, and then ononso akwa say wonjai mo bi mefa ononso a onso. That's it, lawyer. And it goes to what you were saying about earlier on, Emrana, yes, son, based on your morality. How are you see fire your new maybe? Am I a Nebroni no one GN DBM? Because I SSC, Ghana, the patuntumbe man or bar quentu. Is subai yas too much. Dear, I also say, bet me as man. Oh, 2 years.
It's just jokes aside, sir. I was here exercise Subang. Because once the year started program, me catch us. I'm in a certain group lawyers for your meeting every end of the month and at the beginning of the month.
Ghana for the Abrofu group fita for nkwana yetuntum. A foot of the mount no. Lawyers in painful kukuda.
Yeah. Omo kan yo me bia nyo me koso na aban ne peso osisa na ya
engineering na ya suban no so.
Yes, say no kan me koka discipline or mama come out with a view and I'm sure discipline and respect for the law or say any no pen or more pay. They want our morality, our moral, our customs, our just I say what about UK ha? Customs near morals towards human beings. That's what you want to say to me.
Sanka those days you name the way you what tema you what dog you dreaming if no and the Ghana ni no cry ya de tia ni nua ba kra no a onwene ho.
That is what the person will catch no. Into Mr. Amo, your body can be you foresee what is ahead of us. And these are the things in Mofuna, Omushemra, and then I say for no planning to do. Yeah, who no man will say you're loyal. Yeah, who no man will say you could hear. I didn't hear. I didn't hear.
Yes, we are say try you want to come and blame a Bruni,
we because a lawyer, you are being emotional, you are being deviated from your law and that. but we are helping the community to change our attitude to build a better community.
Now, lawyer, send me the minimum no. You catch me say the basic of law. No, you say when laws are created, the conscience of a man comes alive. The conscience is based on emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
It immediately said, "Some are okay there." And then the coin so ano.
But we be interpreting it differently. Yo,
lawyer.
Yeah, share the name. Yeah, you bet me. I say you're born the rule. Yeah, Kasa, your best say Subai. Now you're living in a better country, like where you're finding ourselves in. Because I do a bit yeah. And I humanity to so can be. But anyway, major next week. You started in Colano cases, child arrangement order. Then we will see how it goes. Why? Me da was a pass and any day, you know, I will show you. FB solicitors. Sir Nelson, also saw you. Am I a program? Am I about a year? You'll be our share it here, share in or any of the platforms. Either me and I said Dr. Randy and Yadamasi. And Mr. Mo, the Kenyan, no, Mr. Mo said, who you be Nima, money, because the more young find yourself, no, and the more Imrano or Modifo for ever. Because Imrano basis are no man who attitude be, no man who subain be, no man who may be a costume tea, and on with the sa Imrano ever.
Send you be back, Kunipa back, or no kwa sense and crata, Eddie, or no need atom Kwadama Kumaku 200 so. Abba.
Because the brother members are saying, don't come to me, I won't collect 200.
And Kwadano 200 nations, no, Bebre no suma bebre.
No, I can't see a dear chair. And
that is the reality. Lawyer Mamina was say, Eja Ebusia Ope, FB solicitors, a chairpan, ye were a suite E and F, ye were the clock house, ya bonsano, ye were the third floor. Ye were a year backing, your postcode in so a IG 11 8EQ, IG 11 8EQ. Your telephone, a year office line, or a 0208 264 4800. Office line will be a 0208 264 4800. Lawyer Francis Awoheni, the mobile line is 079 4677 2439. 079 4677 2439. Me paucho lawyer number no. Bomodiana save. Ye won komo bi wa ye ntimi ndi no wa ha. Ba wo frɛ lawyer na obuku appointment a obetimi aboa. Ye mfa ne se wini nkrata. Ekwan ben so na benya nkrata. Frɛ lawyer Francis no no twetwe nkomo. Na emwa. Nkomo ni bi wa ye ntimi mo boss because oye lawyer yi at times ye monitor ye pages ne nsɛm a oka. Wan kan yi a manwe ne license a obrɛ ye no. Aban ne betimi asa agye efiri nti temase na nkomo bi wa in chambers fakotu nanim wati ase nya afi na lawyer betimi aboa mama ye ni san nkomo ne ndi ne wa ha wo fa lawyer no ma na wafrɛ na echire no modidi nkomo lawyer yenso ye da ase pa. Thank you so much for your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.